Hi everyone, I will be talking about my top 5 fall anime, but it won't be like my top 5 like which is the best, but just the ones that are my favorites and the ones that I am enjoying the most. So, I will just start from number 5 to 1. Then again, my order changes all the time, depends on the new episodes that are coming out. So, there will also not be season 2s on there, but I will mention those later, and I will mention some honorable ones later as well that you should check out and that I enjoy a lot as well, but not as much as that top 5. So I'll just get on with it, and I will just say that on number 5 is Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. I wanted to put it on number 1, but since it's not really new, I just put it on number 5, and the rest of the top will be like new ones. And I do really enjoy it. The artwork, oh, it's so amazing. The animation, the music, like, oh, it's UFO table, and it's just done so right. For people who do want to check it out, I do recommend you to watch Fate Zero first. I already kind of knew what would happen in Fate Zero because, well, I'm only 3 episodes away now, or 4 to the end, and I'm going to watch that today. But you will get spoiled in Fate Stay Night about Fate Zero, so that is why I would want you to watch Fate Zero first, although that came out later than the original Fate Stay Night. But for like timeline wise, it's better to just watch Fate Zero first, which is amazing as well, by the way. Like, it's in my top 10 right now, so I'm just very excited for what is going to get out next for Fate Stay Night, because I've seen the original one first, now I'm seeing this one, and it's way better. It's just, it's weird to say, but it's more mature as well than like the original one. It kind of feels that way also because of the animation and just like the way how the characters act and all that stuff. I don't know if it's only me, but I just think it's probably because of Fate Zero as well, because it has the same animation and all that stuff. And Fate Zero is way more mature than Fate Stay Night. But anyways, it's Fate Stay Night. I have no complaints. It's amazing so far. I'm always looking forward to the new episodes. And I really enjoyed like episode 0 as well. That was very, very good. Like, when I saw that, I was like, yes, this is how Fate Stay Night should be. So yeah, I just really recommend you watching this one. And just watch Fate Zero first and then this one, and you will be amazed, I will promise you. Then on number 4 I have Okami Shoujo, and this one is a very funny one. It's also a romance anime, and the comedy that is in there, that's the thing that I'm really enjoying, and just the connection between the characters, how they are developing, that is something that I really like. And it's a funny story as well, like how the 2 main characters kind of meet each other, and they are pretending to be a couple because the girl wants to be not popular, but she just wants to have friends in her class and all that stuff. So it's pretty interesting, and it kind of reminds me of Aoharu Ride as well. So if you did like that, you might like this one as well, although this one has more comedy than Aoharu Ride, and it's not as serious as Aoharu Ride, but it's still very enjoyable, and I'm really liking the characters. You might not like the male main character at first, but with the development you will understand him more. Same for the girl, kind of, but still, there's still a lot that we have to figure out about them and all that stuff. And like I said, it's just pretty interesting and enjoyable for me, and I just like these kind of romance shoujo anime. On number 3 I have Nanatsu no Taizai. Now this one I'm reviewing weekly because I started reading a manga. I was already pretty hyped for this one before it started because of other people, and it is a shonen, typical kind of shonen anime. People compare it to Fairy Tail. I don't think it's like that, but then again, I've only seen like 3 episodes of Fairy Tail or something, so I can't really compare it to that, and I don't want to compare it to that either, because I'm really liking it so far, and the story is great, but we haven't had enough episodes yet. This is gonna be 24 episodes, and I just want it to be a long-running series like Hunter x Hunter or whatever, because they have 100 chapters now in the manga. and they're adapting it very well. It's done very good. I'm liking the animation and all that stuff as well. How they are doing like the characters, how they represent them, that's done very good as well. So I have no complaints when it comes to like comparing it to the manga. And about the manga, I'm reading more of that, and it's so good. It's getting so much better afterwards. People might not like it too much yet who are watching it. I'm just really enjoying it. So if you do like a good shonen series, you might like this one as well. Don't compare it to Hunter x Hunter or whatever. It's not gonna be like that, I think. It depends. I still need to read more of the manga, but so far it's pretty interesting and funny as well. Has some comedy, also some fan service, but that will kind of like go away later on, so that's a good thing, because people know that I don't really like fan service. And if you don't like it either, you might not like it at the beginning, to be honest, because Meliodas is kind of a guy who really likes girls and the parts of girls, if you know what I mean. And he is older than he looks, so you can kind of say he's kind of pervert. Like, he's like a Masaroshi, but like he looks younger. But I do like his character, and you will like him more later on because of the development and all that stuff, and like the bonding between the characters. So yeah, Seven Deadly Sins, Nanatsu no Taizai. If you like shonen with some comedy and action, you might like this one. And there's some mystery in there as well, because we still need to know a lot about the characters and the powers and all that stuff. So if you like that kind of stuff, check out Nanatsu no Taizai. Then on number 2, I have Shigatsu. The whole name will be there somewhere because I can't remember that. Anyways, this one is about music. I'm not into music anime too much, because when I think music, I think idols. I don't like idol shows, so I shouldn't compare those because they are nothing alike. But this one, it's the music in there is done so good. It's like violin and piano, and it's so beautiful, and I always want to see a new episode of this one. They always end their episodes like really like, I want to know what happens, like kind of cliffhanger-ish. And I like that about series, but I also like how the bonding is, and like how they show the emotions of the characters in there, and that there is a little bit of comedy in there as well. And then we have some like kind of romance feelings building up, and I just really like it. And there's some depression in there as well, and like having problems with your past, like stuff that happened in the past and all that stuff. So I think that is very interesting. Those kind of subjects really like entertain me when those are in anime. So I can't wait for your next episode, because this one from this week we had pretty big cliffhangers. So I really want to know what's going to happen. And I really like the main characters. They are very entertaining and enjoyable. And yeah, I can't say anything bad about this one, because I'm just enjoying it way too much. The music is so good. I'm just warning you right now. So yeah, it's basically about a guy having problems and not being able to play the piano anymore, but then there's a girl who actually helps him, and she is amazing. So yeah, if you like music, doesn't matter what kind of music, I mean, this will move you. Like, the story so far has been very good and very touchy. So if you like that kind of stuff, like feels and romance and kind of comedy and depression, not that that is a genre, but you know what I mean. But if you like that kind of stuff, go check out Shigatsu. It's very good. The animation is done good as well. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it's very enjoyable, and the music is a high point of the whole series. So yeah, that is number 2. Then on number 1, I have Kugure Kokuri-san. And this one, everyone knows I like comedy a lot, and this one is pure comedy. It is over the top. It is like very dry humor, sometimes sarcastic. From all the episodes, you can get so much memes out of it. It's ridiculous. And the main character, like the girl Kohina, she's a doll. She's so funny. Her reactions are amazing. I really love her. And then you have the fox spirit, Kokiri-san, and we have some other spirits who are like introduced as well. But they are all very entertaining and funny, and just the comedy is what I like the most about it. There's no story in it. Don't expect any story in it. There might be like a little kind of storyline in there, but it's not gonna be something major. But it's just pure comedy, very good. I'm just liking it so much that I want to see the next episode. Like every day I want to see it. But yeah, I'll have to wait. Anyways, I'll probably buy this one if I can. That is how much I'm enjoying it, and I'm just the kind of person who likes comedy a lot, and this one is just it's crazy. They have a lot of fantasy in there as well when it comes to like the storylines and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So check out Kokiri-san. You will laugh your ass off. The comedy is just golden, and that's kind of it. So you know my top 5 so far, and now we have the second seasons that I'm enjoying a lot. We have Selector Spread Wicross. That one is only getting more crazier and more darker, and I'm loving it. Like the second season, I'm already liking it more than the first one, although the first one I liked a lot as well. The story is just getting better and better. We're just getting more information with each new episode, and the characters are kind of changing as well. Like we see how they truly are, and how they act in this season is just wonderful. There's so much more feels in the second season as well. So I'm really, I think the ending will be a bang, and it will be amazing probably. So I'm really having high hopes for the second season because it's been so good so far. So if you haven't seen the first season yet, I do recommend you doing that, because it's like about a card game, but it's like you can kind of mix it with Madoka Magica, and then like a lot darker though. It's darker than Madoka Magica. If you want to see that kind of stuff, go watch season 1, and if you haven't watched season 2 yet, please do, because I think it's better than the first one already. Then we have the second season of Hitsugi no Chaika, which is kind of the same. Like we're getting more and more information. The episode from this week, we got a lot of information, the information that we have been waiting for. So it's been pretty exciting. The first few episodes were kind of like, kind of training and like trying to figure things out and all that stuff. But now it's really getting exciting, and it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be very good for the next few episodes when it comes to like bonding between other characters. So yeah, can't wait for the other episodes, especially since this week. Then some honorable mentions are Garo. At first I didn't really like Garo, but now I do. So you can just check that out. I will link all of those down below. So Garo, we have Garo. That one is pretty, it's kind of weird. And it has a lot of action as well, so I do like it. The animation is kind of special as well, so I do enjoy that as well. And then we have another series, Amaji Brilliant Park. That one is just funny, and it has a lot of fantasy in there. Another one is Denkigai no Honya-san. That one is just very funny, and it has some anime related stuff in there that I really like. It's about people working in a manga store, so it's pretty entertaining and just funny. There's a lot of comedy, and it's kind of the same like Kokiri-san. There's not really a story in it, so it's pure comedy, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Only thing is that I'm sometimes kind of annoyed by the fan service, but it's not as much anymore. It was only like one episode where it was kind of too much for me, so I'm glad that I didn't drop it and that I actually watched more of it. Akatsuki no Yona is another one that I recommend, because that one just right now, that one just kind of reminds me of Avatar, because you have like the fire tribe and the wind tribe and all that stuff, which is kind of nostalgic for me, and I'm just enjoying it so far. I didn't think it would get better. The first episode did open with a bang, and that one was pretty good, so I enjoyed that one a lot. So I do recommend this one because it's with a female main character who is actually going to fight, so I can't wait to see more development about her and how she's going to grow and all that stuff. So, and how she's going to fight, because we haven't seen that yet. So if you want to see that one, just check it out. And then a short series is Dana ga Nani. That one is just about a otaku and a wife who doesn't really understand what he's saying. That is basically the title. So yeah, it's pretty entertaining so far. It's really short. I do wish it was like 20 minutes or something per episode, because I think a lot of people would probably watch it because there's a lot of references to anime and manga and all that stuff, and it's pretty funny. It's only like 3 minutes if I'm not mistaken, and it's just way too short. I wish it was longer, but yeah, if you want to see a comedy with a lot of like anime and manga references and like how otakus live and all that, watch this one because it's pretty entertaining. So yeah, that is it for my top 5 of the fall season so far, and what I'm enjoying and the ones that you should check out. So I do hope you really did enjoy this video. You can just let me know in the comments which ones are your favorites so far. I'm really interested to hear that. Also, there's more anime that I'm watching from this season, but if you want to know which ones I'm watching, you can just check out my anime list page or Hummingbird. I will put that in the description as well. That's always in the description anyway, so if you want to check that out, it's in there somewhere. And yeah, that's kind of it. So if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up, and you can also go like my Facebook page if you want to, and we can discuss stuff or on Twitter or whatever. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Bye.